Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They're going to run it here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
They'll feed the back again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. He's escaping the pocket now. The ball is loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it in the opening drive from their own territory. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here earlier, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Here comes a handoff. Takes a big shot there from the defense. First down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Tackle, but first down. The Canes come up the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Caught quickly. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
42 Spider.
A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now.
3:25.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this, you can scramble, are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping them from scoring.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down mark. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Quick throw out left, complete. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Looking to chuck it again. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the 1st down.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Using a strong stiff arm. And that stiff arm will help earn him the 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Returner looking to make a play here. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down right at the 20.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And that'll pick up a 1st down out of the 37. And the Sooners come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Well, somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And it's caught. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Grab down the middle. It's Mitchell. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. The Sooners come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, 3rd down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball. But they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Miami, 10, Oklahoma, 7.
Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 35. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Hurricanes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. On the run here, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Portman.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Canes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. Finds his target. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pressure is coming. He throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Out of the gun now on third down. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
He knocks this one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man, has the first down. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on 4th down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Bringing pressure. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking for a gap. It's Hicks. Powering through. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. 1st and goal. An opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
BAT is good. Puts them in front, 14-13 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Miami, 13.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Grab down the middle. It's Fletcher. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll run it to the left. The gain moves the ball to the 34. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
3rd down play for this offense. And looking for a big play here. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. The deficit remains at 6 after that miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Miami Hurricanes will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's intercepted, deflected at the line of scrimmage. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, the key there is the defender gets his hands on the football, just knocks it up in the air. At that point, it's a free ball. Anybody can get it. But the concentration to come down with the interception and then the speed to be able to take it into the end zone. Just great focus and concentration.
Miami 20.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff in a single back formation. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Gets some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Canes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. A handoff from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Tight end makes the grab. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Or it's snapped to the back. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Hurricanes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. They go with a direct snap. And tackled there by the defense.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
play of this drive is a 3rd down and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. And they go in front here in the second half. So with playoff pressure for the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he grabs it in the end zone for a successful 2-point try.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Makes a quick catch. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The Sooners are in the red zone. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the tailback's got it again. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
The Sooners looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second and goal for the offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. On the ground, it's Fletcher. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And now the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Finds his man. It's Fletcher. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And here's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. The Hurricanes looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made at the 20 in the deep shot. Big gain. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Crucial play here to begin the quarters. The offense sets up with a second and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. He'll try a pass here. Short throw complete to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
To throw, it's Hawkins. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about... tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Escapes the pocket. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? The 30, at the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid game. Moves the ball to a 43. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Back in motion now. Back to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Hicks. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's good.
The kick is good. That makes the score Miami 42, Oklahoma.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Set to kick this one.
The receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. Second down coming up.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Terrier, Ted Griffin, Spider, Tuna.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Okay, ready?
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Here we go.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a quick grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And out comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. To the air, it's Hawkins. The pocket breaking down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Using his legs on the scramble. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. No press here. The defense backing away. going for a fourth down completion. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The offense now operating in empty.
Get set.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Hurricanes. And this one is getting early. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and packed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Slides down to avoid the tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Sooners will come to the line to crank up the tempo. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
They need a touchdown here, down big in the fourth quarter. Third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offense. Now the try for 2. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And it's a sack. The 2-point try fails, and they can't get into that deficit any further. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense moving into a bunch formation. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. And the Canes will line up here on first down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And they're able to get him down. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So denied on back-to-back runs. Now it's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game.
Timeout, Miami.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Canes. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.